I'll play it later today. Can
Okay,
go over
great.
if you want.
Excellent.
Actually, yeah, okay.
I'll just go ahead and real quick post stream links now
Sure.
that we're going live. Wrong, incorrect. Channel. That's the link that I need. Libraries, stream notifications. Bam. Okay, and then pop that down into, I don't know, casual chat, learning chat, leap chat, probably leap chat. Boom. Aight. So, I will go ahead and screen share the application window. We'll pray that that doesn't destroy everything. Can you see everything? Are we looking good?
We are looking very, very.
Excellent.
We're looking pristine.
Okay. So, tell me where your head's at here.
I'm thinking that I probably want to play with my bot lane early. Like top lane is like Eloise doesn't really benefit from ganks, you know. Like she's good at receiving them, but like from the enemy side, but not you know she's a shit gank lane to gank, you know.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't bring anything. We're not gonna catch an Irelia. Mid lane is really easy to gank at level 6, and bot lane is like can fight really hard on both sides.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, that sounds
so
accurate. Where do you think Rek'Sai's going to go?
top lane, likely early on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that seems
Uh,
likely to me.
wait, no, actually, she's no, she probably gonna go Luke bot lane. We're blue. Wait,
Yeah.
we are red side. No, she's gonna go bot lane. Sure.
Mm.
She has Rek'Sai on this side, so she can just go through the fat wall near the tower,
True.
and Aphelios and Nami can
Yeah, both immobile champions, pretty easy to catch out with a pike. Pop up
and just
into.
the misfortune rain and then
Yeah, that too.
lock up in chain, and then they're dead.
Yeah. Really, really nice, easy proactive ganks in bottom lane. Reasonable proactive ganks in top lane. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it gets a lot harder post 6, right?
Yeah,
So, we
and
can
like
agree. It's like bottom lane is the
also
easier gank,
good.
top lane is the harder gank. Both of them look kind of possible. Which one
And
do you think is
mid,
better for her?
mid lane is also quite easy for Rek'Sai early.
True, actually.
Once the
It
exhaust is
can
spent, like
be.
Katarina can just pop the shield over and over again with the Q.
Yeah,
And once the exhaust is spent, it's just free kill.
yeah,
And if the Katarina gets rolling, we're like, okay, no, we have stuff to control her. So I guess it's just better if if he goes for bot lane gank. And
yeah. I
so
think your
for
team has a
me,
harder time dealing with the bottom lane because you don't really have a huge amount of backline access, right? It's like Lee and Alawi are kind of going to be like midlining at best, right? Like you're not
yep,
really divers so much. So if they get a fed MF, it's like pretty munka, right? So
yeah, yeah. No, it's but like their comp would be really far ahead to function because they're all
yep,
gold heavy stuff.
yep, yep. None of them
So
really function
like
on the weekend that well. So
if we get level 6, like we can just
mm-hmm.
stall the game out by killing anyone we want with
True.
Malzar. Like I just
If
have
the
Malzar
game
get
is
Prio and then we move
if the game is
and
like 0-0 at like level 6, like I feel like you have a large
yeah,
advantage at that point.
yep,
So
definitely. But then I absolutely cannot counter gank bot lane. There is just nothing here.
yeah,
It's
it's tough.
it's absolutely 100% impossible for me to do anything. If she just goes from the back line, like from the thick wall, there's there she just goes through the thick wall, and even if I'm here in the brush, I'm pretty sure we still lose the 3v3.
Hmm.
Because someone gets knocked up and instantly dies, and then it's 2v3, and then I do anything to Rek'Sai.
Yeah.
Pike's never gonna die for me, or Aphelios' damage, because Aftershock and his Pike, and Rek'Sai is also Rek'Sai.
Hmm.
She can't
Yeah.
cancel my my
If they
Q,
play it
and
well, if they play it well and they chain everything together, there isn't a whole lot that you can do. But there's not a 100% chance that they play it well.
pretty reliable they will. It's not that hard to pull off at this point.
Sure.
Anyway,
My point is something that I've been kind of learning, right? Which is just like rounding down that like small chance that they misplay to 0 can sometimes mess with your head and make a situation that isn't actually doomed feel a lot more doomed than it actually is. You know, especially like, if we talk about like, zone 5 late game shit where you're like, like they're expected to win, right? If you don't acknowledge that they can still mess up, then motivation to play can like totally go out the window.
yeah,
So,
doesn't that specific scenario for late game doesn't happen to me really. I'm okay,
mhm.
but
Anyway,
like
minor point. If
it's
it becomes relevant,
yeah.
we'll come back to it.
So I can kinda gank bot lane early, but at the same time, it's like if Rek'Sai goes there and I go there, then I lose and I can't do anything.
Hmm.
And she can even force a gank, like even come here. So
Hmm.
I just really want to vote Rek'Sai.
Yeah, agreed. Did you think about warding blue to kind of confirm the like red start?
I wait, warding blue?
Yeah,
Huh?
like warding Rek'Sai's blue to confirm that she starts red
Oh,
and that she or I mean I guess she can start wolves too, but like
well,
have some idea of the pathing so that you can play a little more around that.
I
I don't like them
no, I
invading the
do not.
bottom side
I do not
because
think about
like
it, but I absolutely hate it on Lee Sin because my ganks are already really hard to pull off in this game, and if I remove myself my first ward for the first 4 minutes, I'm literally a caster minion.
okay, fair enough. It's like if your ganks aren't gonna work anyway, it might be better to play to
Yeah,
contain Rek'Sai. You know what I'm saying? So like that's where that idea is coming from.
yeah. But it's unlikely I need it early. Like I'd rather, you know, play the early game uh, with an
Rather keep the
aggressive
option open.
idea that I will have my ward and be able to do more,
Okay. Yeah.
and
Keeping the option open
instead
isn't
of
bad. I don't disagree with that.
so just let's
Mm-hmm. Come on, play. There we go.
freest mana flow band ever.
And 45 gold.
Yep.
Insane. Insurmountable advantage in bottom lane. They're gonna crush the game now. Okay. Anyway, I love that I'm seeing the prediction in chat of the Rek'Sai gank bottom and like
Yeah.
letting your team know. I think that's different from last time.
So she started blue buff or blue side at least.
Ah, okay, good. Or at the very least, didn't start with a leash. I've been seeing a lot of people starting wolves lately.
Haven't seen
So
people do it.
yeah, I was watching Yankos in both LEC like a week or two ago, and then also in solo queue, and he's been doing that path a lot, where he goes like wolves, red, Krugs gank, and it's nice because it doesn't require a leash, but it's still pretty fast.
Yeah, I can see.
So Aurelia slow pushing in top lane, Katarina slow pushing in mid lane. This looks kind of like reasonable in top lane, yeah?
Yeah, the problem is that she has a massive wave, and if I go
Mm-hmm.
there early, like she
Yeah.
just kills us both.
Mm-hmm. This
So
looks
I
like
have to wait
this
for
looks
the.
less like of um oh well, what I was gonna say is it looks less to me like a like an actual gank and more just like a pressure gank. Like you show
Yep.
up and make her not able to like trade with the Lowy and like make sure Lowy can catch the wave under turret and then call that fine. But since this happens, you know, that's all good. Easy pickup. So now Rixai has, you know, 3 camps and bottom lane kill. So what are you
She.
suspecting those
Yeah.
are?
Blue Gromp Red. She
Mm-hmm.
had both buffs.
Did she? I'm gonna
Yep,
double.
she did.
I
I checked.
believe you. I believe you, but I just want to see it. I don't see any blue.
Here you can see you can see both
Oh,
on top left.
I don't see the buff, but it is there.
Yep,
Right.
it is.
Okay. So buff Krugs then, or buff. Oh,
Buff.
yeah. Oh yikes. Watch the Jin's icon on the minimap there. Yikes.
Elliot.
Or not Jin.
Yeah,
Felius.
but
Same
yeah,
champion. Watch the immobile AD carry. Watch him jiggle.
he got immobilized.
He sure did. Okay. She is rather far back. Huh. Okay.
Malzahar level 4. Literally
Interesting.
can't do.
Yeah, so
Literally cannot do anything.
how did you feel about that gank in the game?
Um, I don't know. Like, I mean, to do it, I lost the opportunity to like steal wolves from Rek'Sai and then maybe her second Gromp,
Mm-hmm.
because now they know exactly where I am. But in the other hand, if I don't do this gank, then Katarina just repeats the all-in and Malzahar dies. If I don't put that damage onto her.
Okay. Let me think about that. Yeah, so she has like a largish health lead, something like 500 to 400. He's out of
And
mana. He just used exhaust.
she has a potion stack.
She has a potion stack, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. So this kind of re-equalizes the lane. Mm-hmm.
And Rek'Sai was around as well.
Yeah, that too. Kind of ends up splitting the map a little bit.
Yeah, which in hindsight is terrible, but on like feels terrible. But on the other hand, I can't do anything about it. If Rek'Sai wants to split the map, then Pike
Yeah,
will just come and.
yeah, she's the one with the power here in the draft. So not really your choice. Just it feels bad. Yikes, that's sketchy. On paper, this seems like the best response, though. So, all right. Did you tab to check Alawi's itemization here?
Yep, I did when I was in jungle.
Okay. Yeah, I agree, and I think actually I'd like to call this out as a really good thing. Actually, the restraint to not go for that is
Oh yeah, we
not
lose
trivial.
this so hard.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, it's real
I
bad.
walked up in case she wanted to trade while
And
the wave was pushing. Because if Irelia goes in, then we win. But if she doesn't,
yeah,
just
yeah, and I like both that you looked and I like that you didn't go, right? and that's something that we had talked about before as being like a critical skill to establish. You know, the ability to actually like adapt and use critical thinking in the game to determine like what your course of action is. Don't decide on a plan and then fully commit to it and like, you know, stop looking at what's happening, right?
Yep.
So that used to be bad, and this is now, you know, showing growth in that area. So that's really good.
Me looking at bot lane state, be like, that doesn't look good.
Yeah, it's a little scuffed.
Now I literally don't have any gank.
Nope. That's okay though.
My ward telling, giving us vision. Oh shit! I should have been doing Drake here.
Yeah.
I should have fucking run Drake.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Actually, no.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not. Nope. 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 Nope.
Nope.
Oh,
Why
our
not?
mid laner doesn't exist.
Yep.
Our bot lane is really far behind, and
Yep.
if we just go there, they just like hit any one of us, and then Katarina
Purely,
triple kills.
purely based on map state, yes, you should run to Drake. But in context of the power levels of the game,
Yeah,
absolutely
no.
correct. Never happening. That said, is there ever? I mean, okay, so like obviously, like your mid laner's dying here, right? But like, is there
No,
ever
he's not.
value?
He wins this, by the way.
That's hysterical.
That's, that's just saying. He wins it. I believe it.
Okay, level 5 by the way. So what I'm like looking at though is like, is there ever a moment where you just say like, you know, top camps are too far away and I'd like to just like basically like do the Kane thing, right? Where like I start Drake and like make them rotate to me?
Mm-hmm.
Is that ever a play?
Is that ever a play? I mean, nah, I guess it's just like straight up better to look for the power level that I'll get from running top, even if it's far away.
Yeah.
I guess I run top and get Scuttle if Rek'Sai keeps playing bot, and maybe I lose Drake, but then I get access to Rek'Sai's camps again.
Mm-hmm.
And like
Yeah.
I'm feeling terrible about it, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
ahead of her, so we get to if we get to the point where they're ahead, but I'm still ahead of Rek'Sai, I can stonewall. But
I agree with you in this game. Can you think of a game state uh, where like pressuring the Drake with the intent to stall for time would be a good idea?
well,
Like, what would have to be different about this situation for that to be a good play?
this
Is it ever the right play?
the it's probably the right play sometimes. Maybe if we have a comp that wants to fight early, like we're slightly behind and we have an early fighting comp,
Hmm.
and like I want to start Drake and like bait them into going into me, and then we can start a fight here. If we like have really strong level 4 and 5 champions, like I
Yeah.
take a small health deficit and then put the Drake in between us and get the fight here.
Yeah, that's like a
That's a
slightly
situation where
different play though, right? That's
well,
different than starting the Drake with absolutely no intention to finish it or fight around it, but just to force them to rotate
yeah, right.
to make you like get off of it and like relieve pressure from lanes. Is
I
that
don't
ever
know.
correct? Because like you
Yeah.
are actually giving up like top camps to do it, right? And like that's like one thing that I'm saying like we shouldn't wiggle, right? Like is it ever worth giving up top camps to draw laners away from the lane?
If we're both playing early game junglers and like I'm already behind and I want to know where she is. Like I
I
want
think that's
everyone
really
to know
smart.
where she is. Like
Yeah, if
if
she's unknown, actually, and
like
you
if
don't
she's
have the
unknown,
deep
it's
vision.
really bad.
Yeah.
But if she's seen, like everybody can play
Yeah.
around it
Uh-huh.
accordingly.
Yeah. I actually really like I think that's super smart. Yeah.
But in that game, I don't think it would have mattered. Like the one that benefits the most from this is the top lane, right? Because then suddenly he can play like he knows that it's 1v1.
Yeah, that's another
Here he
thing
doesn't
too.
care.
Yeah, it's yeah, if you're playing through top lane, but you as the jungler actually don't have very many proactive ganks, you can actually start the Drake to force the enemy jungle to come to you at the Drake, which then relieves pressure from your top lane, even if you maybe can't fight the enemy jungler,
Yep.
right? It's like you can't fight the enemy jungler, you can't gank top, but you want to support top. You draw enemy jungler to Drake by starting it with no intention to finish it.
Yep.
Interesting. How the fuck does he win this?
He told you he wins.
Oh, it's hysterical.
Yep. He's got the nullifying orb and Nimbus Nimbus cloak. Top lane gets solo kill.
Nimbus cloak.
Yeah, and so with that,
Dude,
my flash W.
freaking movement speed is such a broken stat. Do you know what I mean?
The Nimbus cloak is the most busted rune ever. Like that shit insane.
Oh
But
my
let's
God.
let's not.
Yeah.
Yes, it is broken. I agree.
Like, what? Oh my God.
100% bust.
Like, the better you get at the game, the more busted movement speed is. It's
Yep.
like so crazy to me.
People get more value out of small clicks.
Yep.
So here, like, I'm really ahead of the curve, and
Yeah,
I
you got the
I kinda fucking wanna like now I have a winning mid lane ish. Like he's
Yeah,
he's
ish.
ahead at least, and I
What?
wanna
Okay, so he's ahead, but is he stronger?
yeah, in a pure 1v1, yeah, right now he is,
Okay.
and especially with him and me, but then I really want to find the gank here, because the game's going to shit on bot lane and top lane,
Yeah.
and then
Whoa.
yep, try to force it a little too hard.
So, do you still like looking for it in hindsight, or
I like looking for it, but I should have just taken top side and scuttle. Like I like looking for it here, in case she just go bananas, even though she probably like will never do it unless she's really bad. But
Yep.
like looking for it doesn't cost me anything, and then I see she's not queuing here, which means
if
she
she
doesn't want to
doesn't?
trade
Yeah.
him.
If she doesn't go there, like it's never happening, right?
Yep.
Like that's the moment that you should, and then you get baited by the Ian, right?
Actually, he could have ulted her.
Yeah, he totally could have.
Yeah, he could have ulted her and like.
So the
if,
look
if that
isn't
was
wrong. Yeah, if
if
that's
that
your
was
mid laner.
coordinated, if that's my mid laner, and he tells me I'm going, I'm just never walking away.
Yeah.
So here,
Yeah. So
is
that's your team play leaking.
yeah, not even. I don't think it is. Here it's just a tragic play because I don't have any more wards because I just put my pink ward down mid.
Pepe hands.
Every hand, they get my blue off, but now Nami dies,
Wow.
and it's really bad, and nothing I can do.
Thin margins.
I
I want to see a graph of average number of deaths to the last tick of ignite by like rank.
Oh, she will. If she like they just damage. Like it's not a thin margin. If they needed more damage, they could have just walked forward and took tower shots without any issue.
Yeah, but they know that because they're good.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
because I would suspect that like that would kind of tell a story about damage foresight across ranks. But either way, yeah.
Now I'm in a bad situation because my bot lane is definitely losing hard. My top lane is down 40 CS, and like my mid lane, enemy mid lane is respecting the fact that she's the only like
one that you can kill. Yeah.
Yeah, and so she's just playing really passively, and Katarina is actually super good at not getting insect.
Yes.
Because if I dash behind her, she just dashes and then it's behind me again.
And it's basically a blink. Yep. So let's spend some time thinking about this then. So map state is currently that you are quite strong. Mid lane is quite strong.
Not even. I'm not even. Because Rek'Sai got kills. And she's a counter matchup.
Yeah, you are quite strong in a vacuum.
I got damage. Yeah, in a
Yeah,
vacuum, I can't do damage. Here, I
yeah,
got my warriors early.
yeah. So you'll have your warriors in a second, and like so when this is what we're looking at, right? What's
God, holy shit, it's terrible.
yeah, it looks God the fucking double CS and a level lead in top lane is pretty
And
freaking tragic,
35
and
CS bot lane as
almost
well,
double in bottom,
and
yeah,
Nami,
with 2 kills,
and Nami's down 2 levels.
and mid's down CS even though he's stronger. Okay,
Yep.
so at this point, first of all, where are you on the like resource diff scale? Are you even? Are you ahead? Are you behind?
We're on the cusp of being very behind.
Mm-hmm.
Like we are very behind locally, top and bot,
Yep.
and we're behind mid, and I'm ahead.
Yep. That sounds
So we're
correct.
on the cusp of being very behind everywhere, and it's
Mm-hmm.
going shit because I need to be
So,
plunging
given
my
the
hand into.
context of that, what should be your overall like what should be your expectation about like the next couple of minutes? What's the best case and what's the worst case?
I'm gonna get bot blasted so hard. No, the expectations is that they're gonna manage to get Herald and drop it somewhere before the plate expire.
Okay.
So that's for the next, right? That's the Herald is the most likely play,
Mm-hmm.
and probably like Herald in top lane
Mm-hmm.
attempted top lane dive
Yeah.
or
So
bot lane dive. Either way,
yeah,
bot lane dive is probably better.
herald into some kind of a dive
Yeah.
somewhere. So, what are the tools that you have to play around this? Right. Like what are the options that you have? Right. Like in a vacuum, you can kind of like try to contest it. You can try to trade it away and get something else somewhere else. Or you can try to kind of like stall and slow it down, right?
Yeah.
So which of those sounds best to you and why?
I most like ideally I'd want to trade it for something, but I can't trade it for a gank bot lane because we lose 3v2. I can hardly trade
Do
it
you
for a
lose
gank
4v2?
mid lane. 3v we don't, but we don't have any TP.
You've got a Malzahar with Spellbook.
Nope. He just traded like he traded. He doesn't have TP. Pretty sure he used a TP earlier too.
Hmm.
Oh wait, no, he did not. No. It's his first swap literally. So he did
Mm-hmm.
not use TP earlier, but he doesn't have one.
Yeah.
Ilau, even if he TPs, she dies
Yes.
for sure. So
Can
we
he
lose
just
3v2
shove and
bot.
walk down?
No,
Why not?
Malzar, because look at his mana. Right now he'd need to recall to do that. If he
Right.
did, yes, he
I'm
could.
thinking a little
If
bit.
he
I'm
did,
thinking a little bit further ahead.
yeah,
Right.
okay, all right. If he does recall, then I can walk up mid with him. Like
Yeah.
when he recalls, I can walk
Yeah.
up mid with him. We get prior, and then we at least pressure the bot lane out.
Yeah.
It's
So
probably going to be really telegraphed, so we're probably not going to be able to kill them, but we're going
sure.
to be relieving some pressure and doing
Yeah.
some.
And you'll get plates, and like maybe get a first tower bonus, right? Before they
No,
actually
definitely
get the.
no. Def.
It's possible. Depends on what
No.
they do.
5 plates. 5 plates.
5 plates.
5 plates. Five
Okay,
plates. Oh,
it's probably pretty too. Probably can't get first tower. Okay.
yeah, no. 5 plates
So
for people. That's like 500 armor on the the
yeah,
plate.
true.
It's not happening.
Not happening. So, um, yeah, but like if you get a 4v2 in bottom and they don't happen to pay attention to it, right? Because
Yeah,
like here's the thing, right? Like in solo queue,
like
you know,
that here
people
it's
don't
the best
always
play.
pay the
If,
most attention, especially when
yeah,
they're like ahead.
if they pay attention, we get something in return for the herald, and if they don't pay attention, then we get shut down, and
Yeah, it's like a
we're
way
even.
back into the game. Hmm.
Yeah. So
So
there's like it's only positivity, but
yeah. So am I correct in assuming that this is maybe something that you didn't consider in the actual game?
yep, no, I wasn't considering it.
Okay. So um
I was considering that we were gonna lose Herald and that I wanted to do
yeah.
something about it, but
Yeah, but you didn't quite get this far, right?
nope.
So what were the critical pieces of information that we found when we were able to like sit here and think about it that weren't immediately obvious?
It's just that I've had enough time to consider the mid lane situation. My mind was focused on mid lane as it's the only place where shit's not gone too bad.
Yeah,
So I wanted to really do something mid lane and
yeah,
like on the Katarina specifically, and not
right,
like looking at mid lane
right.
as the potential to be moving us
Yeah.
to.
So that I think is probably the thing that you should consider more readily, right? Is the idea that like if so the first thing you think about is okay, mid lane is our pressure point, right? Like that's where we actually can get anything done at all, right? So the first thing you should consider is can we get something done locally, right? And then if the answer to that is your immediate next thought should be okay, can we shove and move, right? At least that's the way that I think about it.
Yep.
Cool. So,
It's funny because yesterday that's something that was happening too. Like I told you, you probably read it in the channel where I ranted about the competitive game where
yeah.
they were just like it was the most infuriating. Their solo laners were just jacking off, and like we were like up 40 CS on both solo laners, and then there's and they were just like not doing nothing, and so we just lost the game because they had a late game.
Null or broken.
Null pretty much broken.
So powerful. Botlane continues to bleed out. Rek'Sai got the Herald and looks for top dive, just like you predicted. You aim to try to match the top dive instead, which, to be honest, like this is like not a bad. This is not a bad outcome. Like considering like how far behind you are, like we kind of take these. Like,
yep. Plates are on Rek'Sai and not on Irelia, which annoys the fuck out of me, but it's better. It's good for Illaoi.
Yep. And given that mid did what it did when it did it, this is probably the best thing that you can be looking for. So this is a moment where things have drastically shifted. Yeah. Like that top dive did not go the way that they had planned, and their tempo is kind of shot now, right?
Is it?
Like they're still ahead, okay? Like they still are ahead, but their tempo is shot. Right?
Yeah,
they just lost somebody. Your people are coming back onto the map. They've just taken a recall. They're probably all in base right now. So you've got like a good like 10-second lead on the map, right? So the question here is what's the best use of that tempo? What can you be doing with this? What's the best way to leverage this?
Get some fucking XP and gold for myself. Like
okay.
I cannot go inside of their jungle.
Okay.
Because there are 5 people MIA, and one of them is a pike.
True.
So,
yeah,
I've got
and
2
given that there are no objectives on the map,
nothing.
River Vision isn't really that valuable, and anything else takes too long to get to.
Yeah.
So I agree. Let's just throw it out.
I take their one control ward. I check that there isn't a second control ward here, and then.
Technically, farming Rek'Sai tunnels is gold gen.
It is.
And then we look for this. God, her movement looks so suspicious there, doesn't it?
She looks like she's having the time of her life.
I almost like wonder if there's like a Warden Pixel Brush or something when I look at that.
Possibly.
But yeah. So, on principle, what do you think of that hover here?
Oh, it's good. Wave was really big. If Katarina decides to take an all in here, like if she can decide to take an all in trade here, like given the wave state, like she just clears the wave with her dagger, and then suddenly it's her plus all the minions.
Yeah, true.
It would be very risky by her, but then again, like
She might be thinking, I'm very behind locally, so I should make something happen.
yeah.
Okay. Now, I want to listen actually because I think I heard something interesting here. Did I hear what I thought I heard? So you clear the tunnel. Okay, no, it's
Oh
you placing the
wow.
pink ward.
Oh yeah, no, it's no, not a pink
Yeah.
ward expiring.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. You know what I'm looking for, right? Like
Yeah.
I thought that I heard a ward expiring in the pixel brush as you walked past it, which would have been hysterical, but
So I would have seen it.
I don't think that's what happened though. You placed a pink. Anyway.
Maybe Pixel was warded.
Oh god. Nami. Babe. Okay.
Oh, and Malzar did not R again. Oh no, that's
Yikes.
yep, big yikes for me.
That should have been a double.
Yeah, Malzar should
Damn.
have ulted the Rek'Sai
That's
and
unfortunate.
I should.
Okay. Flash for flash, how do you feel about that?
Good.
Yeah. I agree. Chances that you're insecting in the
But
next minute or so are pretty low. Chances that you're trying to
move back to the actual play that I fuck up, please.
Which one? This one?
No, before the kick.
Huh?
The go back. The kick that I missed.
Oh. I literally didn't even see it. Okay, so Nami comes in.
She bubble flashes, which is she
Bubble flashes, which was
but
insane
Malzar
in theory.
oh my what? Malzar flashes and ease.
That's quite something. Okay.
Yeah, no, actually my play is not. Actually my kick is good. Katarina doesn't jump on me. Like if Katarina doesn't do this jump, she dies. And if she does it and Malzar ults the Rek'Sai, then Katarina doesn't have a jump to go back in, and then like we win, we get 1-2.
Mm-hmm.
I could maybe have predicted that she would dash on this one and flashed instantly.
I think that's
But then
probably the
again-
safer play, right?
Predicting that she'll dash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
But
Ali
then-
is
but
coming.
then
You're
again-
playing Katarina. Ali comes into melee range of you.
Yeah,
What are you
yeah,
gonna
no,
fucking
it's
do?
very
Like,
likely.
hello?
It's very likely. Listen, hear me out.
Okay.
If I do this, and Malzahar does what he's supposed to have been doing, which is ult the Rek'Sai, then I've hit Katarina, and they are hitting Rek'Sai, and they're gonna need the full burst to kill Rek'Sai, right?
Do you
she's
even need to
decently
kick?
tank.
Does her not having a way into the fight actually matter if you can just kick her when she comes into the fight and kill her anyway?
Do I need to kick actually?
Like
Yeah,
I don't
probably
disagree that like kicking
actually-
is like fine. Like in theory, like getting her away.
No,
is, like,
wait.
not
Actually,
bad.
I should have ward hopped and slowed her first.
Yeah.
And like if she does this, then I flash. Like if I don't see Malzahar placing R on the goddamn freest Rek'Sai ever.
Yeah. You can afford to slow play it in this situation because Cat is weak. If Cat is strong, I agree with this play.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
taking the information that Cat is weak, you can afford to play it slower.
Yeah, but
I
I'm
think that's like
mostly focused on the fact that we're weak globally, so I'm
yeah,
I want to get any kill I can, so I'm taking the
Sure.
chance.
yeah. Okay.
But
So-
here, like, my
So
He
do you think of that as like a how do you decide when to slow play fights versus like fast play fights? Do you know what I'm talking about when I say those?
yes.
Yeah. So just like in like general terms, how do you decide those things?
I slow play fight. Sure. I'm probably deciding to slow play fight when I'm feeling confident, you know, when I know we are stronger, and that playing it quickly is the way we can lose it. So when so then
So when you're
I
in when you're ahead and they're so is it when you're ahead or when you're very ahead that you slow play, or both?
no, it's not even about like the global economy state. It's more about like when it's the first gank and I know the enemy jungler is on the other side of the map, then I'm just slow playing it.
Ah, right. So
That's
it's
that's
yeah.
I'm
So it's
talking about
very
this
ahead
kind
then. It's very
yeah
ahead.
it mm,
It's
I guess
when
you
the
can I
gank is
guess you can say
essentially
that.
guaranteed, and the only way that you mess it up is if you fast play it incorrectly.
Yeah,
So you slow play from very ahead by default.
I I guess
You're not convinced.
yeah I guess uh, I know you're that's the way to put it, but I am curious to see what you're going go where you're going to go with that.
Okay. So what then makes it so now we've reached kind of an interesting conclusion. So if the only time that we slow play currently is when we're very ahead, right? What makes this a correct moment to slow play?
To be honest, it probably isn't because Pike is not on the map.
Okay.
Like if I play it slowly, I we take the risk that the very fed Pike comes in and kills everybody.
Okay, sure. So let's play the so that was something that we hadn't looked at before, which actually changes our conclusion for sure.
No, no, because Nami's there. I know Pike can be there too.
Yes.
That's like that's something that's something I am aware of in the moment.
Okay. It wasn't something I was aware of when we were talking
Yeah,
before about like, should you kick or not, right?
yeah, no,
So, so let's play out a different scenario in which Pike is bottom, pushing with MF. Is it correct to slow play then?
yeah, probably, no, definitely not probably.
Okay. Why? Are we very ahead?
Yeah, we're 3v2. We have an overabundance of DC,
Exactly.
and they have expanded their Rek'Sai has
Which
well, she's tunneling right now. So
yeah, which kind of
like
brings us to the conclusion that I'm kind of drawing at, right? Which is that it's not actually the economy state that matters here. It's the strength of the individual play at hand.
yeah,
When the
that's
play
yeah,
itself is likely to succeed, that is when you should slow play. Not
yep.
necessarily anything to do with how ahead or behind you are as a team. And this is
Yeah,
something
no,
that's hard to. This is what makes it difficult to understand when to do it and when to not do it, right?
I said I was doing it when I was feeling confident about the
True,
play, which
true.
is
Yeah, which is more accurate.
roughly the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moving on, he doesn't. I don't know why he doesn't hold. Probably should have flashed then. Oh, yep, I should have flashed an auto. She didn't have E. Like
She
I
had
should have
flash
kept
though.
going. Yeah, but if I flash auto, she like my auto's gone. You know.
Hmm.
Anyway, bare hands.
Yeah.
I really don't know what Malzar is doing.
Nothing useful.
Yeah, really terribly.
That was the weirdest interaction I've ever seen. Like
Yeah,
freaking.
I know, right? I know,
What
right?
is
Like,
this? What is this
I'm like,
high level
th-
nonsense?
th-
You cue a
this.
minion. He's like, "Hello," and then he's like, "I'm
Wait.
out."
No, because he saw me walk forward. He saw me
Uh
walk
huh.
forward, and Malzar is
Yeah, he
not
got
there. So he's like,
spooked.
"Wait, I am out of here." And then I'm like,
He got so spooked. Okay. Wow, you actually hit it. And Mouse yet again does not press R. This is becoming a theme.
and then we're all dead.
Yikes.
I'm like, "Oh, thank God she did not go for me." Does it matter? Absolutely not. And
Yikes.
schwank, schwink, and the game's over.
Uh huh. Okay.
Here we're
So if
very,
they
very
play
far
it well, the
behind.
game is over.
Yes, yes, exactly. So here we are very, very far behind.
Very far behind. Extremely far behind.
Like,
Excruciatingly far behind.
like Pike just got 2,700 gold from that triple kill.
Yes. So what is your way back into this game? What needs to happen?
Oh, they need to be feeling way too confident, and we
Yes.
need to be there to catch them when they're
Yes.
fighting undernumbered.
Yes.
It's the classic, oh, I'm just so strong, I can just go there. Oh, wait, they're five.
Mm-hmm.
Die.
Exactly. So the two that you should be looking for are the two that have shutdowns, right? Pike and MF are the big ones,
Yep.
and you need to and so what I'm looking for here is shot calls that essentially say, like, let's predict where Pike and MF are going to go next, and let's try to out tempo the fuck out of them. Let's just show up before they get there, right? And if you can do that, stack a bush, get two shutdowns. It's not good, but you're back to behind instead of losing.
Is that actually the play? Because, well,
What else?
I guess there's, just wait until they bunch on their next to our towers, and then when they play the wave incorrectly and one of them is out of post, we just get the quick kill.
Oh, okay.
Because
Yeah, that's
because
another way
that's
to do it.
yeah, that's
So,
usually how I look at it. Because
which do you like better?
waiting on the tower, because there's like the if we were playing in team environment, I would be thinking about the tempo one.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's less likely to happen, like to be successful, it's also where we're most likely to pull it off. Because people can go like have too much confidence as much in solo queue as in team play, and
Mm.
but it's super hard to like it's harder to execute if
So you
your
think
teammate doesn't
the
trust you.
so you think in solo queue the chance of them making a misplay with the wave is higher, and because that's an easier play to capitalize on, you prefer to fish for that one?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's gonna happen more times.
Okay. I can accept that.
Like someone staying too long for a push or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Jungle difference, am I right? No, it actually like is Rek'Sai like killing them early that kind of breaks the game. But I mean
Mm-hmm.
top lane,
I mean, personally, I'm
and
going
I
to go
get
with
it.
draft difference on this one, but yeah.
Yeah, draft difference doesn't mean shit in solo queue most of the time.
Well, I mean, what options did you have?
My Illaoi could have not died level 2, and then we kill the Irelia that's overextended, and suddenly Rek'Sai's done something, but I've also done something, and now we have a fed split pusher.
Sure. But either way, that's top difference, not jungle diff.
Ah, jungle to my teammates. You know it, I know it.
Lanes are losing, jungler's fault. Always. 100% of the time. Picked a level 3 ganking jungler? Should have picked a level 2 ganking jungler.
No, that wouldn't have made it tiny. That would have made any difference.
I know, I
Sadly.
know. I'm memeing you.
Yeah, I know. Oh, hello there. Fancy meeting you here.
Hey, look at this. This is actually like almost
Yep,
the play.
yep. Felt like it, and then everybody still died.
Yeah.
I should have just gotten that.
So you were in the right place, but your team wasn't in the right place.
No, I mean,
And I mean that to imply, like, I didn't see the shot call.
no, I mean, there's no shot to call here. I'm just getting caught out, and I'm thinking maybe she's just going out of vision trying to catch me, but she isn't really.
Okay.
I'm thinking Rek'Sai is out of vision there, but she's. Wait, can you tab? Do I tab somewhere? No. Yeah, Okay, no, she just has cloth armor at this point. Because she's gonna be doing something really smart, which is going Dead Man's Blade second.
That is smart. I like that a lot. Yeah, who needs Cleaver into that comp?
Where is she coming from? Because here I'm looking at the, like, if they miss position,
Yeah.
and then there's a fucking Praise Seeker that goes over me, and I'm like, what?
Ha! Hello.
Hello,
Yeah, so
sir.
she tunnels over. She tunnels over right there to that one that you
Yeah.
were just looking at, right?
And so here, like, if we pose here, maybe if Aphelios comes earlier, but I guess I just like if it's not a pike against us, that works. You know,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or if Pike isn't fed.
or if pike fed. Yeah, because that's just fucking pike for you. Yeah, it's the if it's any other
Is there a
support
way for
other
you
than
to
pike.
actually? I feel like there's a way for you to actually like not get hit by that.
Here,
Yeah.
no,
I feel like
nope.
if you actually dodge like if you're actually dodging
Uh
like down right instead of
uh
down
uh.
here, you
I
actually
am it
live
100% hit.
100%.
That
Okay.
that yeah, that hitbox is generous. It is generous, and either way, I just think it completely irrelevant.
Okay.
It's
Even
just
if you live here, you think it doesn't change anything?
oh, it doesn't. I still die.
Okay.
Look at the Katarina. Just doesn't change. I should have just gotten out.
True.
Like here, I
Yeah. Yep. Just another
wow.
reset. Okay. This one looks like team diff. That's all right. Some percentage of games are going to be team diff.
Oh yeah.
So I think if anything, the thing that we can take out of this is that idea of like looking more proactively for the shove and roam out of mid.
Yep. Put it down already.
But that's really it for this one, I think.
Oh, you don't want to see me
And
get 3 shutdowns instead of giving them to my team? That's pretty glorious.
sure, why not?
That's
We'll take a
just
look.
keep ahead for a bit.
Okay.
I just like put it on 1.5 or 2
Sure.
times.
Tempo play. Looking for mid. She's like, who the fuck are you?
Just yeah, at this point my team really wasn't playing anymore, sadly.
Nope. Yeah, that's generally why I was gonna go next.
Yeah, just for a bit. We do make the play where they overextend, can put themselves into a shit situation.
Okay, they're all
Not
in
here because
mid. Yeah, Pike isolates himself. You get a nice chunk. They keep
that's
going because
it's
they think they
three.
can.
It would have been 3v4 and we would have won, but Philios is AFK base. But top lane solo kills
Pog.
some fucking how.
Yeah,
We
that's
know
an
Rek'Sai
interesting
is
one.
bot.
Ha! He fucking presses stop. Okay.
Here, try the only kick I can get here.
Slippery,
Work.
slippery. Yada yada. Okay, okay. They extend into top lane. Malzahar ultimate shutdown. Shutdown.
Oh, here I actually play it well, I think.
Okay. Yeah, that was a pretty good cue.
Did you notice the one before?
The one from over the
The
wall?
one that the one from over the wall.
Oh, that was a prediction, wasn't it?
Yep.
Log. So prediction into a really good aim. Kind of a
That's
second
3 shot
prediction, to
count.
be completely honest. That's 2 hard reads in a row.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Oh, and now I have 8k gold, and I'm like, well, that's completely useless. Thank God.
Nice!
Nice. That's no purpose on me. I
I
am
already have my
that.
items.
Yeah, and
Nice.
now you can stop because nothing happens. Aphelios just stays AFK base.
Okay. Fair enough. Alright.
So the second one is the game right after, where I play the same matchup because people want first picks. Tell them Milician. They hit me with the Rek'Sai. Like, me. Fuck. Me out.
Got him.
Give me the fuck out. I hate this matchup. Bad for me.
Oh look, another Rek'Sai J4. Or another Rek'Sai Lee Sin. Where you're playing the Lee Sin. Big yikes.
Yeah. You're not gonna find me playing the Rek'Sai.
Do you first pick Lee a lot in solo queue?
Yeah.
Does this happen
When
to you a lot in
people-
solo queue?
No, actually, it's quite rare.
Oh, we should probably talk briefly about pathing and stuff, right? So,
You're not the screen sharing area anymore.
Oh, sorry.
That's I was waiting for that.
My bad.
So
So, top?
yeah, top.
Top.
Yeah, top. I need to be there before Rek'Sai and kill the Aatrox and then get the fuck out.
Yep.
Bot lane is interesting to gank, but like enemy runs fast and we have poor setup. Mid interesting, but it's TP into Ignite, so probably hard to do early on.
Mhm.
And Cassiopeia doesn't have enough mana to kill Gangplank with Fleet and
True.
a Curve potion.
Literally, the mana pool isn't deep enough to do enough damage to actually,
Yeah.
like, just
She
literally...
needs-
Like, if they sit there and whack each other to death, he wins. So...
Yep. So just fast forward to me getting top.
Yep.
Because there's like, it's just let's get it.
Easiest
Let's get
read
this on the
of my
road.
life.
Yeah, Rek'Sai is gonna try to be top. I'm gonna be top before her and kill the Aatrox.
Okay. So that's the plan, huh?
Yeah.
So
it
she
is.
goes wolves...
Or I can counter.
if
Or
she
I
goes
can
wolves,
counter
red
gank.
Krugs, and then goes
Because
top.
if I can counter gank here, we can win. We've got enough damage and
Yeah.
to kill one of them.
Agreed. Yeah, the counter gank's super strong here.
Just fucking skip ahead
Pair
2-3
top for
minutes.
Rek'Sai loop ganks. Hell yeah. 2 for 2, dude. I'm loving it.
You don't want to skip ahead?
Oh,
It's
yeah,
just
sorry.
like it's just like my first clear.
Level
and I
1,
don't-
by the way. Yeah.
Yeah,
so we- Well, I mean, I want to see what the lanes look like and how you react to stuff.
Oh,
Because, like, if bottom lane trades down to, like, 20 HP, like, yeah, you might want to just, like, go there. Inefficient but optimal, right? Like... There's always the chance.
God, that's the loudest door I've ever heard.
Yeah, it's real good. Spot is trading pretty darn heavily.
Yeah, but that's what they're going to be doing. And
Mhm.
my Caitlyn also has started call, which doesn't help me get there.
That's interesting. Yeah, I don't think any sane jungler ever actually paths towards bottom. Just notice.
Yeah, no. There's no fucking Senna Ezreal. Only safer stuff is Tamken Jezreel, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Well, Senna's gankable. If they're overextended or, like, super low, but that's about it. The lane
So
gank.
she misses the first stun, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, you can actually make it around like this. That's cool.
and she baits me.
Okay.
She gets into melee range of him and walks back instead of hitting with,
Okay.
and she
Nice.
misses another stun, and now she's trading, and now it's doomed
Okay.
because Rek'Sai is here.
Nice. A plus.
Yep,
Top diff.
getting top diff. And I'm like, please leave me, sir. Good sir, please. Like,
Movement speed is
can
so
you not?
broken.
And then I greedy.
Wow. Wait. Oh. Oh. Oh.
And I'm like, oh
Oh.
well, that doesn't actually work at all.
Well. That's
And because she had TP'd, and
Well.
now she's still doomed, and I'm doomed.
Yikes.
And she says, kinda doomed, and I'm like, yep, you right, dude.
True.
I have lost the jungle, and you have lost the top lane really hard.
We pathed towards the high variance lane, and we hit the bad variance.
No. Please, sir, can you not get ganked by Rek'Sai? And oh my god, Rek'Sai ganks, and she doesn't get ganked. Ooh.
Wow. Pings save lives.
Please, can I get top bot lane scuttle? Bot lane recalls instantly despite having prio. Okay then.
Pings are the vaccines of League of Legends.
You mean my team never wants to get them, and doesn't listen to people
True,
that use
true.
them?
People who don't listen to pings are anti-vaxxers. It makes perfect
Yeah.
sense. That's exactly it.
Yeah, no. So now I lose 2 scuttles, top lane gets solo killed, and I'm like, wow, I have no gank possibilities, and a losing jungle matchup, and my top lane's died twice.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, I'm going to have to look for something bot lane, because else everything is...
Mm-hmm.
Good thing I'm passing exactly opposite bot lane, because I was going for scuttle when they
Nice.
recalled. I'm passing
Nice.
opposite them because opposite of them because I was walking towards scuttle because we should have been able to get it despite because of their priority and the fact that Rek'Sai was no flash,
Mm-hmm.
but they recalled instead. So now I'm stuck in a shit situation.
Ooh.
Yep, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Team diff. So, what are your options?
King neck myself.
Okay.
GG go next.
Okay.
No, my options are I'm still going to have to be looking bot lane because like it's like top lane is doomed. We're never gonna have the damage for a long while.
Yeah.
Like I can't bring anything. I'm way too far behind on the curve. I don't have damage. I don't have XP, so
Mm-hmm.
I need to farm up and look for opportunities of them messing up to trade something on the map till we can live long enough.
Yep.
But then they have GP as real Senna, and I don't want to scale against that because scary.
To be fair,
They are
you
also
do
full
have
AD team.
Cassiopeia.
We do have Cassio and Caitlyn, which scale very well.
Mm-hmm.
Riven scales well as well.
Yeah.
Xerath scales decently, and they're full AD, but we don't have a single tank benefit from that. So
Nope.
people are not going to be smart enough to build Tabby, even if you tell them.
Well, you can tell them. You can tell them.
It was told in the lobby.
Okay. So here's an interesting hypothetical. So, what when we think about these two team compositions, we think about like okay, like we've actually like somehow magically we've actually hit like mid to late game, right? And we're still behind, but like we're in mid to late game, right? What kinds of fights are going to be the best kinds of fights that you can look for here? Like what does the ideal team fight look for you?
Xerath hits like 2 spells on someone, and Cassiopeia turns on them and puts a puddle down their face, and then we run one person down, and if they try to counter engage, then Riven pops up and them out, or we just one shot someone. And the enemy
I
team
actually
is just
disagree.
going to... okay.
I actually think the ideal team fight is one where Rek'Sai thinks that she can get onto a target
Yeah, yeah.
and
She
comes into you.
engages into me. Oh, you mean like she tunnels and I W over to someone and I'm like, hey, hello girl,
Yeah. She forgets
please
what your
say
kit
hi to
does.
my feet.
Yeah. She forgets what your kit does, or Aatrox too can do this. One of their two divers who are socially trained to go in, right, sees somebody that they think they can go on, goes in, and that then baits their team into a forwards moving fight against your composition, which is insane at backing up. Oh my god, dude! Kate Cassiopeia, Xerath backing up in a fight, ridiculously good, right?
Yep.
So that's, I think, what you actually have to be looking for. If you can get tempo towards an objective and then not actually
Bait
like
and
start
engage.
the objective, but just like look like you've like try to look like you're caught, right, without actually being caught. Like that, I think, is your perfect fight. And the to again kind of back it up, right, like the way that I'm finding that is I'm thinking about, like, okay, looking at the team compositions, do you want to be moving forward in fights or backward in fights, right? And seeing that you have 4 champions that are really happy moving backwards in fights. Riven's kind of off color, right? But it's like moving backwards in the fight. Like that gives you a really strong condition to play for. That like is just like your composition is strong in this spot, right?
Hmm.
And when you look at their team composition, right, Senna and Ezreal want to be moving backwards, while GP's kind of agnostic. He can go either way, but he's a little happier moving forwards. And Aatrox and Rek'Sai are forward only, right? So their team composition is really kind of split in fights, right? Half of them want to move forward, half of them want to move backwards. So if you
Yep.
have them moving forward and only 3 of their champs are happy about that, and you're moving backwards and 4 of your champs are happy about that, that's an advantage, right? So that's where I'm looking at this. And yes, Rafa Mundez says in the chat, so team comp win condition based on red/Aatrox mistake. In the situation where you're coming into mid and late game behind, yes. You have to be looking for what's the mistake that the enemy can make that gives you the best fight, right? And that's kind of the idea. If you're ahead in this team composition coming into mid to late game, yeah, no, it's just siege. You just Kate Xerath Cassiopeia under a tower with leak Hughes peppering people, Riven drawing somebody away into the sides. Disgusting, right? Like that's what it looks like from ahead. But from behind, you have to play for the backwards moving team fight into this comp. So, from a process-oriented view, I think the thing is to, like, when you're thinking again, when you're in the hole and you're thinking about, like, how do I come back from a bad situation like this, right? One of the things that you can consider is team fight directions, right? And whether you can force parts of their comp to be useless through forcing a fight that moves in a certain direction. That said, you have to get to mid game without losing the game first, which is a pretty tall ask, to be quite honest. So we may never even reach the point in the game where what we just talked about is relevant, but we'll see.
So here I force bot lane prio, because I said
Yeah.
I was going to look for bot lane, so I look for bot lane, I force prio and get get Drake.
Yeah, this looks really good to me, to be quite honest. It kind of falls under that thing of farming, and even if they're gonna dive top, like they're gonna dive top, right? Like that's gonna happen whether you're there or not, and it's unheard of to like recognize that and play around it, which she decided not to, so that's okay.
She gets the 1 for 2 even if one is an execute. So
That's not bad.
point, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good. So here, can't look for mid because I'm level 4.
Mm-hmm.
Cassiopeia spams the blue buff and says, me. But I kind of wanted the XP. I kind of like the XP, but
Yeah.
my team tells me that I'm working on war. No, I told myself
Hmm. Okay.
because
Huh.
hello, good sir, get the fuck off of me. All right, I'm level 4 at 7 minutes.
Yeah.
PPK.
Still, we got the Drake.
Yeah, I'm happy about the raid. Because the
There's
20
no
minutes,
play from now until like the end of time, but like
but
despite being low level, you
the
actually made a good play, so we take
like
this.
the 20-minute soul is one of the best ways to completely lose a game.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the things you really
Yeah.
have a hard time coming back from.
Yeah.
So denying them the first rake despite the overwhelming lead in the jungle is something I'm cool about. I get the Drake despite the interesting early game that happened. And then they again look for bot lane, but like there's nothing here. I just want something, but nothing's ever gonna happen.
True.
And I wonder. Thing.
Hmm. Cloth armor. Okay. I respect it. Full AD team comp.
I'm gonna get tabbies. Can't buy the boots because magical boots.
Full on combat stats. We don't have time for red smite here. Or blue smite.
I didn't have the money. Well, I wanted my Caulfield.
Ye-
So here I'm Pepega.
Blah. Okay, so that shouldn't have been a flash, right?
Yeah, no, I should have just been like, oh, you're here, cool. I don't have laners, so I'm have fun in my jungle, and I should have just left.
Yeah.
But I was feeling really, really far behind. So, you know.
Amusingly enough, like this is gonna sound super weird, but I actually like don't really feel like you being this behind like actually matters at all. Like it actually doesn't feel bad to me. Like
Mm,
like realistically, like you going from behind to very behind actually changes like nothing. You know what I mean? Like you were
mm,
already like a kick flash bot. You're still just a kick flash bot. You know what I mean? And it's like
mm.
you know, like on principle, does it feel bad to lose your whole jungle to Rek'Sai? Yes, but
Yeah,
like in
yeah.
practice, I actually don't think it changes very much. And I think that the fact that you got the Drake and that you gave the blue to the Cassiopeia, like, are actually like significantly influencing the
Oh,
way that
you
those
mean the
lanes are
blue
played
that
out.
she gave away instantly by dying to Rek'Sai? I see,
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah, 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 yeah. That
That
one,
one.
that one, that one. You know, that's like significantly influencing how the lanes play out. So like, even though
That sounds very ironic, saying that she just died and gave the blue away.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I mean, so I mean, you know, I'm thinking in percentages, right? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
there's a certain amount of time that she dies and gives it up, right? But like, you know, we don't want a results based thing, right? Like, there's also a significant percentage of the time, and I think a larger percentage of the time, where she uses that to actually like play her lane correctly and like not fall behind.
But also, hear me out. Maybe I get the blue buff, and now when Rek'Sai comes in here, she's level 6, but I'm also level 6.
And
So
you still lose
if
because
she comes up to me while I'm level 6 and out of burrow, which she was at the start, I get to actually chunk her out before she gets to burrow and then move out, and then suddenly she's in range of dying from Riven or Cassiopeia.
who didn't have prio and couldn't move, right?
Yeah, but if they see me fighting here, they're still going to be moving.
So like Cassiopeia, if she comes right now, she's like giving up a wave. Riven can come, but she, you know, was out of range, right? So let's say that you're level 6 here. Okay. So I mean, you know, obviously like, you know, GP's killed Cassiopeia, which is Keck W, right? But, you know, if you're level 6 here and you do the play that you're talking about, right? So you chunk her out, and then you get out, right? And like Riven is coming down, and Aatrox is coming down at the same speed. Is there anything that they can do? I don't really think so, right?
I think there is like Riven gets like if like Rek'Sai is like 300 health. Riven just hops in, gets the first kill, and then even if I'm not full HP, it's a 2v2 if GP comes, and if he doesn't, then we have a Riven that has an ultimate up against an Aatrox. I have Conqueror stacked, and we can actually fight.
That sounds a little optimistic to me, but
Hey, if I'm not
sure.
optimistic in these situations, I'm going to just go fucking neck myself every time this scenario happens.
There's, I mean, when I say
There's a middle
optimistic, I
ground?
mean
No,
like.
there's no middle ground. There's no such thing as being reasonable.
You know all my tricks.
Come on.
So
Come on.
when I say optimistic, I don't really mean like optimistic. I mean like I don't know if that's actually how that plays out, but I'll trust you. You're the player, I'm the coach. So, um, so if we run along with that idea, then sure. I personally just don't buy that that's actually how it plays out.
Okay.
So, and if
And
that isn't how it plays out, then I actually think that it's like totally fine for you to be behind here and be okay. Right. I think that giving your Cassiopeia your like a blue buff has like a higher percentage than
yeah,
like
it
you
does.
being
It
level
is.
60.
It has. It has.
So, you know, meme
That's,
all memes
not-
aside, I actually think you made the right play here.
Yeah.
As
I'm
bad as
sad
it
about it.
feels for
I shouldn't have
local
looked. I
personal
shouldn't
scale.
have. I shouldn't have looked for that ward anyway.
Yeah.
I did a big ward. It's like I should have been like, yeah, you're here, cool. I'm
Yeah.
gonna fuck off, get my my raptors, chickens, and then look at maybe her bot side jungle.
Yep.
I don't know.
So
It feels terrible, 'cause
this was
I
actually
still
an instance of like committing a little too
desperation.
hard to the play, right? So this
That's
I
it.
think says that you're the skill that we talked about in the previous one of like showing up to the play and then like actually looking with your eyes and like reacting appropriately and like being willing to call off the play is in B game right now, right? Like
Yeah.
so there's still a little bit of practice left to get it into totally unconscious competence, but like this is definitely still big growth from the last time that we talked. So still happy about it. Still good. But definitely keep working on it. Senna! Senna! Okay. And that one I actually like you to we just went through a whole big thing of like it's better to let your teammates get this, but like I actually think it's better for you to get that, right? Like Kate getting kills doesn't change that lane in the slightest. Let's get that blue buff back, baby. Now that's what I'm talking about. He's so fast. Okay, we got the flash. I mean, I think there's a world where that gank doesn't get the flash, so I think we're happy with that outcome.
Yeah.
It's just so hard to get behind him when he's so fast. Frickin' barrels, dude.
And
Movement speed is broken.
barrels and
And heal, yeah. Yep. Yep. Okay. Nice. That was okay. I'm gonna call this out as actually you're gonna roll your eyes at me, okay? But I actually want to call this out as like really, really excellent timing by you, right? Like to both, you know, like you're queuing. Even if Riven doesn't stun, this still hits, right? And then you wait.
waiting that she's in tunnel.
You wait in the tunnel and you wait until she's over the wall, so that even if she flashes out by some miracle, right? Like you're still on the right side of the wall, but you actually queue just before she's like regains control, right? Like that is like perfect timing. So,
Yay.
like, nice job. Good micro. It's worth celebrating the things that you do
Yeah,
well.
it is. 40 CS at 11 minutes, by the way.
Nice.
Pepega. Pepega. Get me out. I should just be playing Kane and farming my heart out. And oh yeah, you know, good micro. Yeah, that's. Yep. Aatrox is a champion, by the way. Dude's got a
He's like,
cool.
what are you gonna do there, right? Like, you have no words. Like,
Yeah, no,
it's
dude's got a goal.
Pepega.
I shouldn't have. I walked back. I could have dodged the first Q. Like
You think
just go
so?
back.
Okay,
I
give me
walked
a look.
wonky, like
So,
walked wonky.
okay. So this is the moment that you see him. Yeah,
Yeah,
well, yeah. What's this clip?
That click kills me.
Yeah, agreed.
It's like, oh wait, I have a Cassiopeia, and I'm like, wait, no, I don't have a Cassiopeia.
No, you don't know, guys.
And I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's just
Understandable.
that's a Coldfield's Warhammer versus a Clove Farmer. One shots me.
Yikes.
Actually, valid.
Strong champ. Maybe that's why everyone picks him in pro play.
Yeah, right now he's really. Renekton is stronger, but Renekton's disgusting right now. The new blade changes are insane on him. So right now bot lane is where I want to be fighting because I have a Xerath and a Caitlyn. Have some items versus an Ezreal that's sitting on tier and like Shin and Senna, which wants to scale more.
Yep.
So I'm happy about the possible 3v3, but there's the goddamn GP looming over our heads.
Did we
And enemy
see
bot.
him use ult a little while ago, though? I feel like we did. My
No.
sense of time is all messed up because of the VOD.
Yeah. No, it's up.
Spooky. Spooky void monster. No takey jungle. No. Yeah, I like this might. No. Huh? Okay.
But my team is so late, and there's an Ezreal and a Senna ult, which fucked this play up. And she lives.
That was actually like so much better than I recognized it as being, and it still didn't work. That's Pepega.
It's like Jesus fucking Christ, Caitlyn, move your goddamn ass.
True.
Okay, Cassiopeia too. Like, what the hell? How does that happen? Oh, it's just everything.
It happens because
fucked.
they're solo queue players.
Everything
That's
is
simple.
fucked. Everybody misses every spell.
Feels doom.
Yeah, it really is, because their bot lane's gonna outscale the fuck out of ours. Their GP is so far ahead. My Riven actually heals the Aatrox. Somehow pretends to walk back in here. I guess I shouldn't have walked into the Rek'Sai again. Like, even though the play is good because I get like to kick her really far away, my team is not in position to actually.
Yeah. If you're again, I think this is your coordinated play, really, King. Right?
Yeah.
It's like if you're in voice comms, that's a doable
like-
play.
Like she
But in
did.
solo
They're
queue, it's
like,
not.
you're right.
It feels like you should just like duo queue. If you actually want
No, it
to
doesn't.
solo queue.
No, my joking doesn't work either. Like doesn't feel like it makes much of a difference.
Well, you can make some plays like that and have them actually work, right?
Yeah, but doesn't change much. Like it's
Oh, the
I don't
fact that
have
there's no
energy.
energy. That's so sad. Oh no. Okay, that probably should have been a slow play, right?
Uh, with my Q, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, is there a reason to throw it then?
you're right. No,
Yeah.
I was confident Riven had it as well,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm like, she goes somewhere.
Yeah. So that tells me that you felt pressured here.
Oh, I'm feeling pressure. It's been 15 minutes. I've been feeling pressured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's it's not unreasonable to feel pressure here, but I think that how do I phrase this? I suspect that although it is not unreasonable for you to feel pressure, you will actually play better if you don't feel pressured.
Yeah, I can see
So,
that.
sorry, that's actually like a Pepega thing to say. So, what I'm
Yeah,
getting at here, what I'm getting at
I,
here is while you are playing solo queue, I think that one of the things that might help you is to try to find a way to cultivate a more relaxed mindset. Kind of like artificially. You know what I mean?
yeah, I know what you mean,
Like,
but I'm gonna find
because
it really, really hard to do.
yes, it is really hard to do, and you know, but I think that that's something that you can that you know you're looking for a project. I think that's a project, right? Like finding a way to kind of take a step back and just like in some ways like actually just take it a little less seriously. I think is going to help you a lot because I see a lot of plays here where it's just like little things that are telling me that you're stressed out, that you're, you know, playing a little too quickly, and that just is resulting from the fact that you feel a lot of pressure here, right? And
You're right.
again, the pressure is not wrong, right? Like you're not it's not illogical to feel pressure here, right? But it is hurting you. And so if you can find ways to relieve some of that, I think that you're going to see your playing improve. So, yeah, tough to do, but yeah.
Yeah, I'll sit on that.
One of the things that Dr. K said recently that I think is just absolutely brilliant, right, is that a lot of success is about walking away from what works, right? And it's
What
like
does that mean?
so the idea is like feeling pressured in situations where you should feel pressured has like helped you up until now. You know what I mean? Like to be to not play loose and to like you know be kind of like still on your guard like when you like should be has been something that has like helped you get like cleaner micro. It helps you to think more quickly, right? Like you know having adrenaline in these kind of spots is at like a surface level helpful, right? And we should acknowledge that it is part of what has gotten you where you are now, right? But it's like a local maximum. You know what I'm saying? Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah,
So, you know, I guess what I'm kind of saying here is like, you know, you don't have to beat yourself up about the fact that you feel pressured here. Like, there is a good reason that you feel pressured here, and it is neither unreasonable nor like unusual that you feel pressured here, right? And feeling pressured here it's not something that like is a mistake in the traditional like black and white thinking sense, right? Like it helped up until now, and now it is time to start to let go of that, right? And that's I think what's interesting about it. That was like super abstract, and I'm not sure I communicated my point very
no,
clearly.
you did.
Okay, good. Yeah. So yeah, to conclude, if you're looking for a project, there's a project, and a
You
lot
know
of
what these two
this.
games actually tell me? I should be
What?
playing Kane and just scale.
True.
Like just
True.
pointless to be playing these early game
True.
junglers.
True.
All of them.
And that's just the way that solo queue is, right? And it's like trying to fight that
I should be playing
isn't
Kane
going to
and
get you
Graves.
anywhere. Yeah, you know. And I almost want to like compare that to like you know how they talk about like when you're like working from home, like you should have like an office and like
Yeah,
have that be
yeah.
separate from like your regular have a champion pool for solo queue that's separate from what you play for scrims. You know what I mean? Like, or I don't know
Actually,
whether you're actually playing Kane and
actually,
Graves in
no, no, no,
scrims,
no.
but like,
Well,
you
I
know,
played Kane in actually a competitive match yesterday, so yes,
nice,
that's good, but that doesn't
cool,
happen.
yeah,
Fucking, no, it's
you know,
just that was the satisfying, like, game three,
yeah,
1-1 in best of three.
nice, nice.
It's like, oh, just gonna be playing J4 and just AFK try to gank bot
Nah,
and
you like pick it
drop
up.
all camps, and I'm like,
Interesting,
I'm gonna be
cool.
taking your chickens
Throw him a
level one and
curveball.
threaten. Like literally level
Nice.
one, I took the chickens. I looked at his red buff, but he finished it quickly enough.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, looking at him, and I was like level two, and he was level two with red buff, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna fucking fight you. He was like, oh, you shit, and so he pulled both his solo laners in,
Mm-hmm.
and I just ran away between his mid lane T2 and T3 turrets, level
Mm-hmm.
two,
Yeah.
and got away.
Nice.
And then I flame horizoned him 15 minutes later.
Hell yeah. That's what I like to hear.
Just like he did not get a single chicken camp before 20 minutes.
Uh, you give him one chicken, he'll take your whole coop. Truly. It's
Exactly what. That's exactly what happened. That felt pretty good because the
yeah.
entire series was stressful
Nice.
because
Yeah. Cause and I think I'm getting like this recommendation is coming from a couple of places actually. Like I'll actually go so far as to say like 3 different places, right?
go ahead.
One is the amount of Dr. K that I've been watching and how much, like how much I've seen of that kind of work lately, right? And that's kind of bringing that to the forefront, right? Another is some of the stuff that I've been doing with Morabite, right? Where we kind of discovered this thing of like I kind of mentioned it briefly at the beginning of the session too, where it's like this idea of like if you assume that the enemy will play perfectly,
Yeah, yeah.
it has like the negative effect of that on your mental game is actually larger than the positive effect of it on like the cleanliness of your play.
Yep,
And
I can
so
see that. Yeah.
we just like we started assuming a little more, which is dangerous, right? Like it's dangerous to assume that the enemy isn't going to play perfectly, right?
It's yeah, yeah.
But in doing that, the game suddenly became so much more relaxed that we actually had so many more brain cycles to like start thinking about stuff that like we ended up actually playing better, right? And paradoxically enough, actually not taking that many more like risky plays, but just like the like emotional burden that leaves you when you start being like don't mess up, is like it's so nice. It's really actually so nice. So that's one place that I've started to see it, and the other place that I've seen this kind of thing is actually like talking, watching that interview with Grabs, right, and like looking at how like G2 operates, right. I've been watching a ton of Yankos play solo queue, right, and one of the things that he does really really well, I feel like, is he'll make a bad play and you can see him logic inject on stream. He actually does it like all the time, right? And I don't know whether he's doing it explicitly or whether he just like learned to do that like experientially, right? But like he does a really fantastic job of like keeping his mental in the game and like actually, doing what I did with you these couple of times that we paused here, right? Where we like play through like, okay, what is the mistake that they need to make in order for us to have like a good fight, right? Like how can they mess up? What can I prepare myself for and like be ready to receive, right? Like and that is just a more productive way to spend your time when you're behind than assuming that they will play it correctly and that there's, basically nothing that you can do. Right? Overplaying
Yep.
the agency that you have has such a positive emotional effect that it's worth doing, basically.
But
Anyway,
how?
but how? That is the question, is it not?
Here, Pia teleports for absolutely no reason other than to share XP.
Strong play,
It's not
strong
like
play. I like it.
not like there's an entire way lane that's currently unattended and
Nah,
that would
no. Just
die.
put your minimap cover over that one. Don't need to
Yeah,
think
alright.
about it. Don't
I
need
will.
to see it.
It's okay. It's alright.
We just don't think about that one.
Okay, we don't. It's okay. God, Caitlyn is such a terrible champion for solo queue.
True.
It's actually garbage.
True. So we recall.
Oh, I
come
should be
back onto
playing
the map
Echo.
here.
That's Echo is a good solo queue.
True. That is well.
Plays Harvest
I've been playing
and-
a crap load of Echo actually, and that's been really fun. I've been sort of playing like Echo Wukong Karthus lately, actually.
Yeah, what a fucking trio. That's
Uh-huh.
I haven't had any success on Carter, sadly.
Yeah, me neither. That's why I've been playing it. I'm trying to figure it out.
I figured it out. It's just you need to be fighting.
Yeah, that's kind of what I kind of came to the conclusion of too. Like, it's Jesus, what a and like he dies, but like what a stupid champion, freaking Aatrox.
Yeah. So here,
The-
still commenting, I knew they were gonna get the Drake, so I'm like, I'm gonna be doing something top, and we do.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, kill, and then
Nice.
it's okay.
Carry.
And then I'm like, oh my god, that's not a catch. Please fucking run away. Oh, here, it's a catch.
It's not it.
And now I'm like, oh,
Woo! Sneaky
now
woohoo.
Caitlyn's god because she's.
Woo.
I'm
See,
like,
look
oh,
at
it's
this.
a
Look
catch.
at this. This is it. This is what I called in Champion Select. Right?
And now we lose because I fucking went full armor instead of getting damage to kill the GP.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's why I did not kill him. I have a fucking armor and HP.
Yeah.
I'm like,
But like you can
shit.
see, like, obviously like it didn't work out, but like you saw like how insane like Cassiopeia can be when you're backing up, right? Like that.
Yeah, I know,
That's
I know.
like the play, right?
Yeah, it was the
So-
play, except it wasn't because GP already has 2 completed items because he's
Yeah.
GP.
Too far behind,
Fuck
but
it.
we're
Fuck
happy
champion.
that we hit it.
Gold generation.
We can be pleased that we made the best play available to us.
Well, the best play would have been to know that I didn't have the damage, but
Sure. Acceptable. But does that assumption and subsequent not fight ever actually result in a win, or is it just a slow bleed out?
probably fucking not. It's actually no, maybe because the game is like it's 8-12.
Yeah, they can still mess up in a bigger way.
Top lane, our top
God,
lane is ahead
can
now.
we talk about one of the hardest decisions to make? Okay,
Yeah, I
it's
want
late
to take that
game.
fuck.
It's late game. They make a mistake, and you have to say, "No, I'm not punishing that one because I believe that they can. I believe that punishing that one doesn't win us the fight. It's not a big enough mistake, and I have to wait for a bigger one." Oh God, dude, that's like the hardest decision to make.
It's, harder decision is to leave that red buff to that absolutely useless Caitlyn.
True.
So here I want to do the same thing that I did earlier. We killed Aatrox once. Now Riven's ahead, and I want to kill him again.
Yeah. No, I like this.
And
This is
and
really
then
forward
I'm gonna be fucking it up, don't worry.
Mhm.
You can count on me.
For sure. He's looking for that.
What do you mean? Sure.
that-
Don't you have any buff?
No. I'm just agreeing with whatever you say. You're the student. I'm the coach. It's my job.
I'm like,
I just say
Baron's
yes.
gonna be spawning, but like they're shit
Who
at
cares?
taking Baron.
Yeah.
And if they take Baron, they're gonna be Zerast.
It's
Like,
time, and he's like, "Why are they here? It doesn't make any
and
sense." Now he's tilted.
I missed the kick flash,
Yep,
and now it's actually doomed.
no longer tilted. Now he's
He's
just
like,
ticked W.
well, okay, lol. Can we play that one back?
Yeah, sure.
Because I remember messing it up, but I want to realize why exactly I messed it up.
Mhm.
I think it's Riven not hitting the stun as early as I thought she would, and which throws me off, which leads to because here, um, it's that's that's just tragic. I should be. I think. I guess I should have queued first. When he like the moment he gets into like here is the now like the moment the ward drops is when I should have been queuing like a moment before.
So you Q W'd into range, then R flash, and then Q. Is that what you're saying?
No, I queue, get behind him, kick him, and then he dies.
With Q, or walking, or
Like
what? How do you go?
I queue, ward hop, and then kick him, like literally.
Oh, you just kick him into tower?
No, I ward hop behind him.
That ward is in front of him.
Oh, yeah, no, that in a different word, like where I don't drop the ward, like the actual play.
So you Q. She walks forward and stuns, then you continue walking forward, ward hop behind him, and then kick. That's your play?
No, I just Q,
Oh,
W.
you double Q. You
kick.
double Q. You actually take the Q. You don't
Yeah,
go for the execute.
Yeah, I don't need the exit damage. She beat.
True. You don't. Riven's fed. Okay, sure. Yeah, just QQR, QQ, straight
W.
up actual traditional insec. No flash
Yeah,
involved.
yeah.
Just
But
insec.
here instead I'm like and
Yep.
I like just I should just ward hop and instantly flash here.
So
But I get
how should you know? How should you know that you only need to insec and you don't actually have to kick flash?
that's just the play.
What's the factor?
He doesn't have a long enough dash to survive. Like he dies. Like he dies from Riven alone. So I just need to put him where Riven can get like a fistful of fingers in his face.
Riven's strength is the critical factor here, I think.
Yeah. No, and there's a second one, which is he doesn't have a dash.
Yes.
Like a long enough dash.
Yes.
Even though that dash fucks me up when I try to Q to off flash.
Yep.
Man, so here I lose the opportunity to have made a really cool play, but Cassiopeia died at the same time, so it's irrelevant anyway.
Yep.
Seras manages to miss all shots of his ult, and they kill her. But it's doomed because they have 2.5 items GP and 2 items on Ezreal.
Yep.
I think I can change that.
Not
Caitlyn is a
proactively
good
anyway.
super minion.
Like you'll know. I
Caitlyn.
hope you notice how many of these reframes I'm trying to do here, right?
No, I'm not actually not. No.
There's like a lot of like there's a lot of your speech that's like it's doomed, there's nothing I can do, it's impossible, that kind of stuff, and it's like really black and white thinking, when really like it's actually very important that you reframe that to there's nothing I can do proactively. It's doomed unless they mess up, right? Like these are the sorts of thoughts that you need to be having, because if you just stop it, it's doomed, there's nothing else for you to do. There's no work left to be done, right? If you go that extra step, it's doomed unless they mess up. Now that immediately leads you into the question, how can they mess up, right? And that then prepares you and primes you for catching the throw, which is what you actually need to strategically be thinking about and doing in these spots. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a matter of how often they'll mess up, even if the chance is very small. That's still your only way back into the game, and that's what you need to focus on. It's like the which movie is it where they say never tell me the odds? Like like that's the
I
mindset you
don't
have to
fucking
take.
know. Yeah.
I feel like it's Star Wars or something, so you might have known,
No.
but
Oh, maybe actually.
it's like one of the not one of the prequels. It's
Probably
like
Han.
yeah, it's
Probably
Han
Han
Solo,
Solo
right? Yeah,
in the original.
yeah,
Probably says that to 3PO.
yeah, yeah. That sounds right. That's what I was thinking. So it's something like that. It's either that or it's totally not Star Wars. But
Yeah,
either way,
and we're absolutely off the mark.
either way, that's I think the best mindset to take. Oh, that hits! Oh my god! Wait, I want to watch that again. That barrel hits? That's a hit?
You
Excuse
can
me?
see the tail is clearly inside the race.
Tail isn't the hitbox. Don't give me that garbage.
Yes, I know.
Jesus,
I'm
that's a hit. That's insane to me. I guess she's like, yeah, like she's a little bit too fat. She's like 2 pixels in, like 10 units.
yeah.
God, that's so sad.
I don't have damage, and he lives. He dies of Xerath.
Pepins. Wow, wait, your shields are so powerful. You don't take damage either, dude.
I have conquered, dude. Mortal.
Wait, you're so high health. God,
Triumph is one hell of a mastery.
you're not kidding. My God.
So you know what they're doing right now?
Flaming each other?
No, they're doing Baron.
Oh, yeah, that too.
They really don't give a fuck about what happened. They're like, yeah, we'll still have Baron.
You think I'm paying attention to the game state? What am I, a coach? No, 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 no. Psychoanalyst. Thinking about what's happening in their heads.
And here, like, my gold value is absolutely terrible. I wanted to go Deadman's Blade, but I'm also like,
Yeah, need damage. It's like really,
fuck
really
it.
awkward.
Just fucking give me the BS sword. It's like, if we're
Garage
gonna
sale.
win,
Yeah, no,
if
this
we're
is the
gonna
right
win,
play.
go-
This is the right play. From
You should have
this
fucking fought.
spot.
I should have foregone going armor a long time
Yeah.
ago. Like, when it's doomed, I should have fucking gone bananas.
Yeah, agreed.
I'm not gonna survive anything anyway.
Yeah.
If I survive, it's because they're dead.
Yep.
Should have gone bananas earlier and gone fucking full lethality.
Yep.
Also, Riven just fucking
I don't
arced the
know.
wrong
I
way.
don't know about
which
full
kills.
lethality, but
Full lethality is the only way, dude.
I'll accept AD. I'll accept damage. I don't know if lethality is good, given that you have a Caitlyn and a Riven, and Xerath isn't doing too much. I expect that they'll build some armor. So
He's
raw
doing
AD
his
is gonna be
best.
better.
Also, look, like, I have 131 armor. You ready?
Okay. Wow.
That's
Oh. Yeah. Okay. Well. Well.
it's doomed.
Okay, we're
unless
gonna
they
go
mess up.
next.
It's doomed unless they mess up.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and they
That's
just
good, that's good,
they
that's
just
good,
end the
that's
game
good.
by because
Yep.
they just like
They play it properly. There's nothing to catch.
oh yeah, I nearly die here because I tried to get a ward.
Yep.
Then like
Good use
they don't
of
fight
designing
and we all
ultimate from
die.
GP. They play it slow, like they're supposed to, and that's fine. They are entitled to the win at this point. If they play it well. They've done their work. They've put in their time. One of the things
Now
that
I
I
go.
said
No.
to... Oh, wait. I totally missed it. Let me look back. Okay. The Rek'Sai comes in. We are... Don't have Q up. Let me Q again. Whoa. Okay.
It's over.
Yeah.
I
Got the barrel.
the only thing that can possibly change it is if I manage to somehow kill Israel here. Maybe
Yeah,
it
no,
changes
it's-
stuff.
Yeah.
So I take
No,
it.
I mean, like, by... I think I'll pinpoint the moment that the fight is, like, actually, like, over.
Oh yeah, before it starts.
So, you know, this is something. It's over. As soon
Yeah.
as Caitlyn and Cassie are both dead, it's done. There's literally numerically no way.
Me do damage. God, he had the.
Yeah. Nah, he's strong boy. Yeah. Okay, so summarize for me. What's our takeaways today?
So the most important one is the actually change in mindset, uh, which would be play the solo queue game less intensely, like less seriously, and to also like compartmentalize, like pick solo queue champion and have solo queue a team champion as well,
Yeah.
and just fucking separate them,
Yep.
and then reframing and the idea that when I have a lane that has pressure, I can like look ahead. Like if I know they're gonna get Herald, for example, like that's the example with the Malzahar. I
Yeah.
should not only look at what I can do on this lane, but what I can do by going to this lane and then bringing him somewhere with me,
Precisely. Okay.
and keep focusing on backing away when the play is bad, even though the plan is good.
Yeah, good one too. Yep. Okay, to borrow one of Dr. K's phrasings, strong work today. Nice job. Good stuff. All right, so anything left before we conclude?
Nope,
Okay.
nothing.
Well, I will see you around. Lovely working with you. Fun as
Next week.
always. Sweet.
I'll get you probably Tuesday.
Sounds like a plan. I look forward to it. Okay.
Bye.
See ya.